Okay, welcome back to the stream. BQuanchi here. Looks like we're live. Things are looking good. Getting ready to do a very special stream tonight. So feeling a little nostalgic and wanted to play some more SNES. And this time we're playing Donkey Kong Country 2. So let me get everything booted up and all that. Just make sure we're all looking good. And there it is. And then let me pop open a cold one. Actually, not a cold one, it's an energy drink, but I have to put it in ice with some vodka. So that's a drink of the evening. And also, I want to check real quick because I had some issues with the stream before. I think it's just my dumb mistake, just like not checking. But basically, there was one time I didn't have the game sound, but it looks like it's good. Let me see. I want the I should have everything set up. I didn't realize that I'm just I never stay on the screen for so long, and then I didn't realize the music just cuts out and it doesn't loop or anything. I never realized that. So let me just pull this up, and also I'm having a Mandela effect too because it never hit me. Well, I was gonna check the game audio, but the sound cut out. I'll double check that in just a bit. But I always thought it's a Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest, but I didn't realize the startup screen just said Diddy's Conquest. Wait, no, because I was fiddling around. That was it. Okay, never mind. I was fiddling. I'm dumb. I'm an idiot. Since I was fiddling around with OBS, that's why I paused the game capture. Hold on, but let me just make sure. Okay, game audio. Okay. Okay, let's do one player game. And it gets started. Okay, yeah, they're just being an idiot. The game was frozen, wasn't that? I was gonna make a joke that the game is called Diddy's Conquest. Conquest, Conquest, as in the villain from Invincible. Kind of kills the moment. It's not a title screen, but I know there's a way to get a bunch of coins or one-offs, but I'm not good at that. You have to just jump over that, whatever. But he's get out Donkey Kong, blah blah. So we gotta save him. There you go. We got Dixie. I always being Dixie, even as a kid playing this game, because I always liked the hairspin, just because it was very useful. I think she was more useful to play as. Also, this game does have great music. I think maybe oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the tag team mechanics that this introduced. Take that. She's a girl boss. She's a good boss. She's a girl boss who punishes all the boys. Yeah, but I know this is arguably what people, when it comes to the classic SNES version trilogy of Donkey Kong 1, 2, and 3, a lot of people like the first one. This one updated so much, especially with the tag team, the bonuses, and stuff like that. Oh! Alright, that guy doesn't damage you, so whatever. And 3, I actually play 3. I'll put it, since I do put these VODs on YouTube, I'll put a link in the description for the playthrough I have of Donkey Kong Country 3. Because I really like that one. I think that gets put down a lot. But it's a fun one too. But I think this one definitely has a better music, so... But I kind of like how 3 had kind of a little open exploration mechanic with the world map and overmap and stuff like that. Okay, let's destroy them all. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. It's all that easy. Who knew a rhino would be that nimble? Yeah, game I kind of want to play, so I don't plan on doing like all the side world and collecting everything and all that. So it's not going to be like a full run. Damn it, Ramby, you make me look bad. That's what you get. I just remember when I played this game, like, Dixie had, like, the rocker outro when he completed a level. And I guess maybe they wanted to give her a little bit of edge and not have, like, a girly girl character, but... Wait. I can go that way. Oop. I'm gonna try to do the bonuses, all the ones I can remember, or try them. I'm not gonna get, like, all the bonus coins. I'm not gonna get all the, Kremlin coins and stuff like that. I think if there's a way to get hit. Okay. I do kind of want to collect them if I can, if I remember the bonuses. All that. Because Kong, yeah, that just gives you a 1-up, so it doesn't matter if you spell the letters. I can get the little coin. So we can save. Oop. Okay, that's... Oh, this is also a good song, too. The first, I think that's why the opening with this one game is so iconic. Or so nostalgic when you kind of look back at it. It definitely has some of the best songs. Like... probably gaming in general when it comes to, like, especially the old school stuff, but, I do love my YouTube music. Well, that's what I usually use. You'll probably find them on Spotify, but the greatest bits. It's like a music artist or band or something. But I do a lot of good covers. A lot of like SNES and Super NES songs. I really like the Donkey Kong stuff, but especially the Mega Man stuff I like a lot too. But I do a bunch. Like why don't we just look out in other? Because I've seen other people cover stuff like Kirby's Dream Band do a lot of Kirby stuff, but also a lot of missed yet. Okay, I think you can do this for the cannonball. I think also got to remember with the hit detection. I think with Dixie, how she carries stuff on her head and her hair. Diddy Kong could be a little bit better. Which throwing stuff forward. Let's see. Okay, oh yeah, this works a little bit better because he just did that. Got the Kremlin coin and jumps off. Bonus, can't reach it, but can make Diddy useful. That's also funny with the name Diddy. I'm not sure if anyone in Nintendo ever made a statement regarding Diddy Kong and Diddy, the artist, this rapper, whatever you want to call him. I never really listened to Diddy's music, Puff Daddy or P Diddy or whatever, but I see like online jokes about like Diddy and like the wrong Diddy, like Diddy Kong. But I don't think they never made, not that I'm aware of, but then again I'm not constantly checking for stuff, but that is a funny coincidence. Good thing back in the day, he was going more by Puff Daddy than P Diddy or Diddy or whatever. Did he do it? I think that I don't think I really need to go to the Monkey Museum, but let's just say hi to Donkey Kong. Let's see. Oh, there's the frog from the first Donkey Kong. There's Kremlin head, an arcade machine. What's the arcade machine supposed to be? A giant SNES controller. And all that. It's funny that he has two canes. Like, have you ever seen anyone walk with two canes? I just like I'm thinking about that now, and like either it's one cane or a walker. But I never seen. I think the only time it's like maybe someone who has like a disability or something that has like crutches around both arms. I've seen that before. I think like the I never really got into Breaking Bad, but I think the Walter Jr. was like that. I'm just like looking around and making shit up. I'm not even paying attention to what he's saying. So yeah, go ahead and read that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, bonus right at the start. Find this token. Is it in this one? Is it in this one? Is it in this one? I think I had to do all of them. It's always in the last one, I believe. I think Dixie's a little bit better because you can use the barrel overhead. What if I... Okay. Oh yeah, okay, good thing I double checked that. That's what a DK coin is, but I'm probably not gonna, again, not gonna collect everything. I did back in the day as a kid. Do all the collecting and all that. No, Dixie! My girl boss, my queen. She has been defeated. She just ran off. I do like the Diddy Kong flip. Oop, we got Dixie back. Let's see. No, I'll give Diddy some time to shine. I swear, if you're jumping around, it messes me up. Boink, boink. They do again. I love the helicopter spin. Although I feel like Dixie got cheated in Donkey Kong 64. I feel like she should have been on that. I know they wanted to introduce more characters. The Tiny Kong. But I thought she would have been cool because it had Diddy. Okay. I don't think there's any secrets down there. Here you go. Hold that. Oop. Invincibility. Go. Let's see. Okay, there you go. Oh, that balloon. Let's see. Find a token. Where is it? Keep this jump. Oh. Okay. Yep. I had a little wiggle room. I think this game, like, it's sensitive with... Not really, like... I feel like I would tap A, it's just... No, it's maybe slightly... You know, like, with a lot of games, it's kind of like the standard that the longer you hold it... Oh, yeah! The Diddy rap! Give him a Grammy for hip-hop. That was a banger right there. Oh, yes. Kong College. Oh, that's right. They give you, like, little secrets. I think that's kind of useful, but I think without guides these days... Yeah. So, let's keep on going. Oh, these levels. This music just brings me back. How do you get... Can you... On. I think you always have to get them a little... Yeah. Because I think if you don't do that, then you always have to worry about the... them just falling down crying and being vulnerable. Okay, notice secrets, which we'll try to find, but again, it's not an obsession. I think there's levels like this with the, oh wait, let's go down. Anything up here? This banana coin. The one that, where the water gets hot and you have to use the little seal, which I don't think you use that seal in any other games. Is there? Okay, maybe it's down here. Wait. Okay, he's just passing through. I'm trying to... Whoa. Where's that secret? But yes, got the swordfish, on guard. It's funny because as a kid, okay, this is gonna be a little embarrassing, but I'll share it. But as a kid, the EU sound that made the E silent always confused me. So I thought he was like Ilgard or Ilgard. But what makes... let me do the bonus stage before I get into this embarrassing story. It involves E and U words. Do this. Banana's gonna help me? No. We got Nanners, but they won't show me the way. Okay, here the coin. Okay. Okay, because here's my embarrassing story about words that have EU. Once, I think this was in the 5th grade or 6th grade, we're doing book report and reading books, and I did one of the Chronicles of Narnia books. I think I know many of them didn't get made into movies, like the Magician's Son or something or whatever, but the one I did for my book report was the final battle. And I forget the female character's name, but I know the male character's name was Eustace. And this is going to be very... it might age me a little bit, but because I didn't realize, like, the E being silent or something, like how it's supposed to be spelled, like Eustace, I just called it, like, try to pronounce the EU as so I just called him Eustace. And I was reading like my report. It was like a report just kind of summarizing the story and stuff like that. So that was kind of like the book report. But I just remember going to class and every time I said his name, I was like Eustace, and I was just like really insecure. Like I knew I was saying that wrong, but I never asked him anybody or anything like that. So I just have like that memory of like saying Eustace and just feeling dumb at the time, but still. That was like no big deal. It's just like summing this story. But yeah, I think it was the last battle by I forget what C.K. Lewis. No, no, not. I think Louis C.K. But is it C.K. Lewis who did like the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe and the Chronicles of Narnia? But the last battle, and then like I'm not sure what the time frame is, but then of course that show cartoon Courage the Cowardly Dog came out, and but the character's name is Eustace, and yeah, I was like, I think that's where it like really hit me. I thought like, you know, when you think about a memory and get that retroactive embarrassment, but then it's like amplified even more because you realize how dumb you were being. Like just hearing like Eustace's name pronounced, and like that's how you say it. I mispronounced it over and over and over in front of my class, and no one said anything. I'll get that coin. But yeah, and like I think like no one really cared, but I just had that, and that's like on guard because I never really seen that spelled out either. But that's like with EUGARDE. I think I'm spelling that right. But yeah, like how Egard is spelled on guard. No, I'm a fucking idiot. On guard spelled EN. Why did I think there was a U? I jumped into a stupid story that wasn't even relevant. What is my name? Wonky. Your name is Stinky. No, you're Swanky. Wait, okay, that's more evidence I'm a moron. I was thinking on guard was like EU. Okay. Scare the crocodile? Oh no, rat. Okay, that's... I didn't even pay attention. Just Swanky. First enemy you see is a rat. Yeah. Playing game. There you go. I did a pirate puzzler. Let's see. Why? The first level. Panic. Enemy boss. The sexy Captain K roll. Oh, I want to save my coins for saving though. I don't think I need one-ups that badly. Okay, I'm sometimes I'm glad I don't have too much people watching or listening. I got a whole stupid story that wasn't even relevant. Just because I thought of on guard being with a U. I think that's his name, unless I'm misremembering. I forgot what the snake's name is. Let's see, isn't he? High jumps. Oh, that was useful. Oh yeah, this is a great song too. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's a bonus. I can just jump. Okay. Okay, I just want to confirm how stupid I am. Let me look this up. I'm pretty sure I'm stupid. Fish from donkey. On guard. Yes, ENGU. Okay. Yeah, I'm a moron. But I can also talk about morons. Just because it... No! Oh. Wait, I think that went up responded, so... That was intentional. No, it didn't. I saw one up, but it's... Okay. I'll shut up. But I was gonna say, like, how the enemies were dragonflies. I was thinking, just because I heard on the radio the other day, that song "Fly Away" by Lenny Kravitz. And he talks about, like, in the first opening lyrics. Let's see. There you go. Okay, I am a moron. I thought there were one up there. Oh, but like, anyways, I'm talking about Lenny Kravitz and "Fly Away." Like the opening lyrics talks about like how he wants to fly above the sky like a dragonfly and stuff like that. But that's like a weird, like, word choice or animal choice. Like, what would you want to fly like a dragonfly? I don't think they're known for flying great heights and great lengths. They're just a little insect. Like, why would he say a dragonfly for that? Oh, good. I'll crush you. I'm not sure if I need that thing. Yeah, like how dumb the lyrics to that song is, like talking about wanting to fly away, but the first lyrics is talking about being a dragonfly, which again, they can technically fly. You know, that's true, but oh, damn it! Oh, I'm crying too. But yeah, like how dumb that lyrics to that song is, like being a dragonfly. It's like, you don't want to be a dragonfly. Like Lenny Kravitz, like you should have better choices in Animal Kingdom than being a dragonfly, especially if you want to fly away. But like, I think that's like one of the biggest hits I know from him. Besides like, "Are You Gonna Go My Way?" I don't know that one because I was in like Rock Band or Guitar Hero. I can't. Was it Guitar Hero? Maybe Guitar Hero 4 sounds familiar. Okay, so find a token. There we go. I don't know, maybe I should talk about dumb stuff when just playing Donkey Kong Country. I think I didn't skip that part. I mean, you can kind of use Dixie to do that, but I missed a bonus. I don't think the game... Does the game let you know that they collected all the bonus coins? All the Kremlin coins? I know they give you the... shit. I'm gonna get Dixie at the beginning of the boss fight, so it doesn't matter. Okay, because it gives you it doesn't give you the exclamation point when you got up bonuses. Maybe that's how I can tell. Gotta remember that for the next world. But that's Funky, dude. Oh, Funky, I think he still transports you to different worlds, but you don't need to. Yeah, this guy, this little fucker. I think I want to be Dixie, because I think her hair works to her advantage. Maybe? Oh! Damn it! I got thrown off because I didn't realize the egg. Like, that's right, you can kind of bounce. Yeah. I'm so used to like him throwing eggs like crazy. But yeah, I think if it's bouncing, you can do that. Oh, coins. Okay, come at me. Ah, I feel stupid that I lost Dixie. Okay, now he rams it, and a bunch falls out. But then you got to get the one that matters. Oh, he's still pissed off. I was like, that was third hit. I was like, okay, let's see. Come my way. There you go. The fourth hit. The Nintendo fourth hit. Okay, that's it. That's it. You can tell if you got all the Kremlin coins. Because I didn't have the explanation point, but let's see. Tossing the lava. Okay, gotta remember because this is the ones that alligators that give you that little jumpy boost. Yeah, they're him. That's him. That's the gator. You and lava. Okay. Well, I did that on purpose so I can do this. To prove that there's a dark chest and 2 1-ups. I got my I made an investment. Cost life got 1 back, so I'm in a net gain. They shouldn't feel stupid. Okay, now you go there and I won't follow. Boom. There we go. I'm not gonna just let him turn around and then boom. Okay, yeah, good. Because I need that cannonball. I just stung my head in shame. I almost hit the microphone doing that too. It was like, speaking of, we can get. So yeah, even though it was very stupid, I still got a life. I am farming banana coins. You know what? There you go. That's a positive. Because that 2 1-up, we are in the positives. We got extra lives. We got extra banana coins. We are looking good. Okay. Anyway, I do need to kill him for the. Even I could probably use the other ones, but the sooner we break that chest, the better. Okay. Jump this time. Collect the stars. I should have switched to Dixie because her helicopter spin would have helped out. And then get the little platform you can build. Oh, shoot! No, no, come on! I'm telling you, yeah, that's all these fun thing with the Donkey Kong games like they did the country games. Is that like, oh, here's a little hint. If you press this button, you can do that. And that button does this. Without really explaining to you like a tutorial does. Can't really do the web when on a gator, but let's see. You're like, oh, there's bananas up here. Let me get these bananas. They look so tasty. What's this? A bonus? I'll take that tasty bonus as well. Yep. Boom. One thing I also want to mention is I got a Nintendo Switch 2. Oh, shit. Okay. And I'm streaming and recording. Streaming. They're gonna put the VOD up, but this is on the day the Switch 2 launch, and I got it. And I was surprised because I wasn't really like fixing to get one. Just because, like, every time a Nintendo console launches, like in recent generations, it's like always been such a hassle to get one. Like when the Wii U came out. Let me just make sure to get this done. But like when the Wii U came out, I had to get it off of eBay, pay a little extra from a scalper. I don't remember it being too bad because I was just starting college. And then the Wii U, I just skipped the Wii U. I wasn't really interested. And I think it was like at the point I didn't want to like spend too much on games and all that. So I did get the Wii U. So I wasn't sure how hard it was to get that one at launch. Oh, it's a couple of kiosks. Yeah, let's fight him. He lost. Oh well. He's a fan of a club. I feel like it should be. BC, does he do free? Okay, no, at the point it's. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, no, let's not do that. I wasn't paying. I'm not paying attention too much, but I did get the Wii U with the first Switch. That was one I was wanting to get, but for the longest time I couldn't find it on the shelf. So it was like 8 months later, and I was like at a Target, and I had it like, oh, I'll just pick that up. Like, okay, cool. Let's see. Let me switch to Dixie. I think she. There you go. But I was like, oh, I'll just get it. And again, that was like barrels. Just quickly go about this. Oh, then you gotta switch. So you can use a Diddy barrel. Yeah, because I got that first generation Switch, and I know they had like a better, more improved model before the OLED came out. I think it was even before the wait, is this it? Okay, you get a bit. I know like that can be some secrets too with the little barrel cannon they use. But yeah, I got a Switch, and I still have that Switch. But then I was at out running errands day, and I'm like, oh, there's a Switch too. And there's like they had behind the glass they had the Switch 2 and the Switch 2 bundle that came with Mario Kart World. I was like, I get it because it's like $50 more, and Mario Kart World is $80 game. So I was like, oh, my. I'll just get it. That's like the only discount we're gonna get. I can go on rant. I probably will just go on rant about Nintendo and their, pricing and all that. So I figured, oh, since Nintendo doesn't really give, they never like discount their hardware or consoles anymore. Like, oh, since I eventually want to get it, and since it's right there, I just bought the, I think that's a little fake out, because you like, oh, you get a bunch of them with barrels, and all of a sudden, oh, cannonballs. But like I was saying, I'll just get it, like, it's there, because that's the one thing, like, before the Switch 2 launch, I was like, I'm not gonna really bother. It's like it's always a hassle to get a game at launch, especially with a big title, a big thing like the Switch. Because the Switch was pretty big when it launched. Like I said, it took me 8 months to get one. So I figured it's probably the same thing. So I'm not gonna like run around and hope for one. I'm like, oh, it's just sitting there, so I just got it. And at the register, they had more like locked behind this like little cabinet area. So they definitely had like more than there was 2 I saw, but then a few more by the register. So and this is the middle of the day. This is like 11 o'clock in the morning on Switch 2 launch, and they still had a good amount of Switch. I'm not even sure how much. I don't. It's like an old lady at the counter, like getting a key, like waiting on her. That was like the most annoying part. Was just waiting for someone to go up there to unlock the thing. I'm not sure what was up, but yeah, they had a bunch. So I got the Switch 2. So I'm not sure if that's going to say much for the numbers, because I'm not sure if Nintendo was maybe more prepared for the launch because of how bad they had it with the Switch 2, with the Switch. So maybe that's why, or people just like a little freaked out with the economy and all that. Like, oh, tariffs are going to be a big thing. Because that was like a thing, like when Nintendo was announcing the price, everyone like lower the price, blah blah blah, and then again, people like bragging about pre-ordering. And then this morning, I was seeing people posting getting the Nintendo Switch 2. So like, oh, that's nice. Like, I'm not like rushed. I wasn't rushing to get it, and I do really want to play the Donkey Kong game when that comes out. That's what I'm really looking forward to. But oh, since it's there, I'll get it. So I'm not sure that it's like it's more available because Nintendo was more prepared. Oh, I did get the DK coin on that level. Or that one. I'm slacking. I am getting the bonuses because they got the exclamation point. I think something in the game tells you that. I think maybe Granny might tell you that. The game with a seal. I don't think they ever used that seal in any other levels. Let me see. I think secret's down there. Yeah, because again, I can see people like being concerned about spending, and again, it was so much lower the price. And then one issue I have with Nintendo is that I think ever since the Switch, I'm not sure about because I skipped the Wii U, but they like do not discount games anymore, software or hardware. And I was watching a video by Diddy Gaming, which is definitely a bigger channel and presence than I am, but talking about it too, and like I guess they have this big mentality of respect the brand, and that's probably part of it because it used to be like something like Player's Choice and all that. But like they do not lower software. Like the only thing, if you can get a bundle that can give you somewhat of a disc. Oh, there you go. I'm sure that was kind of a waste of time to get that. I guess take my time, but yeah, like bundles, or unless like a retailer has like a shit, like without a good deal on the sale, like Black Friday or something like that. Like you're not getting any discounts. Like back, because I did get the 3DS. That's another console. Even though it's handheld, that's another one I skipped. Okay. Like, you can bump them on the water, just in case. But I was like, I did get the 3DS because it's like a point in my life where I didn't want to spend too much on games. And I feel like, oh, if I get the console, then I want to buy this game and that game. Which is a shame because had some pretty cool games it looked like. Oh, I did miss something because this is unguard. Let's see. I hit the Ziski in guard and it kind of loops around. Maybe that's it. Okay. Just gonna be careful. I'm gonna get back to my ranting. Oh, you just used your bananas. Okay, so this is a part of this level I missed. Oh well. I killed you with a beetle. But yeah, like with the 3DS, they had a thing like, since it had a very weak launch, and Nintendo was concerned, they dropped the price like dramatically, and all that. And then to make up for people who bought the console early, they did an ambassador program where they get a bunch. It's like a little virtual certificate as well as a bunch of like SNES games, maybe Game Boy Advance game, like virtual game, but they never put those games on the eShop for the 3DS, which they should have because they always drop those in the eShops. But they got a bunch of free virtual games, and then people can buy it at a cheaper price for the 3DS. And I'm wondering if that might happen with the Switch 2. Is wait to get all. Yeah, I think we're getting all the bonus ones at least. Yeah. But like, if the Switch 2 is going to have the issue where it has a weak launch, which I can't imagine, just because I see so many people talk about it. I know some people definitely have their reservations with buying the more expensive console. Expensive for like Nintendo standards, because I know like the PlayStation 3, not 3, like 4, 5, definitely the 5. We're going backwards. But like people pay that, although those are like stronger performing hardware, which I know that's the thing that people complain about Nintendo a lot, is like, oh, compared to Xbox and PlayStation, it's a much weaker. Let's get Ramby here. Get that little bead and crush you. Yeah, that's like so much Nintendo criticism is and weak hardware, but then again, like, oh, they also have the cheaper price. So, and I play my Switch 2 a little bit, so not too bad. I'll play a little bit of Mario World or Kart World. But yeah, like going back to that. I'm not gonna care about that. No O for little Ramby in the gang. Dixie Kong just walking in space. Okay, let's just gonna get him. But yeah, like Nintendo been having a mentality of respect to brand, and that's why software is, you know, at a higher price and it's getting higher. And I can maybe see with the accessories and stuff like that, because like with the landscape of everything and concerns about tariffs and stuff like that, you know, I can see that with uncertainty and all this craziness, which I don't want to get into too much, but can I use this to... It's probably like the banana. Yeah, okay, bonus round, there you go. Well, banana was hinting. But like, they have the mentality of respect to brand. Like, I don't think Nintendo ever discounted a game unless it was part of a bundle, or it's that like what you want, like the Switch voucher thing where you can get like I think it's like $100 for a voucher for 2 games, and you can get technically discount like I know Tears of the Kingdom is like $11. And if you get the voucher, even though you had to buy technically 2 games at the same time, roughly, with the vouchers, is that you get a $20 discount, and most games are like a $10 discount, but with the voucher program. But besides that, there's no player's choice, no greatest hits. I think usually Nintendo did like player's choice for their little gimmicks for like. I think it was going back from the SNES. I know definitely like N64. And GameCube and all that, but then they just stopped doing that, and it's a shame because it's nice because it kind of felt like when games hit a certain threshold with sales, like, oh, it's a greatest hit, so people will still want to buy the game. They can at a cheaper price, which is always nice. Like if you maybe damaged your game or lost it, like a disc and all that, or a late adopter, but then like. I can see the strategy that it gives you no motivation. It kind of gives you more motivation to just buy the game right away because. Let's see, what's the bonus down there? No, damn it! I thought there was a bonus down there. But like, I think that's why I bought the Switch too, just because it was there. And like, well, they're not gonna drop the price, so might as well. I think that's with software too. Like, well, the price isn't gonna drop, so just buy it or don't. And I think for me, don't has been my answer. Like, there's some games, like, of course, like the big ones, like Super Mario Odyssey, Mario Brothers Wonder, and Mario Luigi Brothership. But there's some games like, especially like when it's like the port, like the HD updates. Like there was a Kirby one. I think was it Nightmare in Dreamland. Like, I like the little bonus content they made for that with Melchior, whatever that character is. Like that would have been neat, but I don't want to pay like a full game price for a game that's essentially just an updated port. Which they do like good work. It's like not like as bad. I think maybe some games you can argue are a little bit on the lazy side, but I didn't want to pay for that Kirby game, so I was like, nope. Or that Peach game, it looked interesting. It just didn't grab me. And like, well, since it's always going to be on that price, and I'm always not going to be playing it, so that's the thing. So even though they have that like respected brand, that software is going to and hardware are going to be the same price, you know, that's going to deter people, or just people go like, oh, well, maybe I'll just buy it later when I have more spending money or all that. So I think that hurts Nintendo, is that a lot of people can, there's always like that FOMO. I think like with the console launch too, that's a big benefit to in general, like it's going to be the same price. And that just gets disappointing because I know like people arguing like comparing like the Switch 2 pricing and inflation with the other consoles like the N64 or SNES. Like you kind of forget like how much games cost back in the day too, so a lot of it hasn't changed too much. But then you with like Diddy, no, didn't get the bonus ones either. It's slacking on DK coins. But I like this character. I don't think he uses much with like a little raincoat and his hook hands. But like people are like, oh, like the SNES costs this much and all that, and it sold this many. So Nintendo, due to inflation, it's like the same thing, but then it's not because they did discount consoles a lot, and a lot of people did not buy those consoles at launch. Like probably like a huge majority of their sales would be years later, like people buying it, maybe rebuying it if they have like if someone moves out and have siblings and they want to get their own system, whatever. So a lot of sales were throughout the life cycles, like not the first year, not the little launch window. Oh, what's going on with these bees? Let me try to do that again. So it's like not really. I'm totally slipping. Like, because if you argue like point to point, like yeah, there's inflation and like initial pricing, you can argue there's some similarity with price of hardware and software. But again, it's like not that simple because you can look at numbers of how many they sold. Let's see, can I just toss Diddy Kong? Okay. Okay, that's probably better. Oh, yeah, the bonus level, okay. Oh, I think that's another one where you have to keep throwing. Just focus. Oh, wait, it wasn't the last one. But yeah, like that's like my point is like when you compare like Nintendo recent consoles with the older ones, like there's a lot of different factors that people just oversimplify or just overlook. Whether being like, oh, it sold that much at that price, like no, it technically didn't because a lot of people didn't pay that price. They waited for you'd have bought it later. Like not having an interest of. Let's see what's in his chest. One up, and it flew up. Okay, cool. And so that's my long-winded point I was making, is that launches are much different than they used to be. So you can't just like number, cost, price, number of units, boom. But it is disappointing that Nintendo like really stopped the mentality of discounting things, because I don't know. I think I didn't pay attention to 3DS that much. Oh, the Dexy Barrel. That was gonna be anything. Because I probably realized the price was that discount. I think maybe I noticed it, but didn't pay attention. But I probably would have bought a 3DS and bought a couple of games. But then, again, there's a lot of games I'm not gonna play, like unless they discount the price, which they don't. And I know a lot of those games, you know, usually the launch window is where a good bulk of the sale is, but it's like, is that oh shit. Poor Diddy. Oh, pull Diddy Kong. Not Diddy, but Diddy Kong. Because like there's that a risk that if I didn't even hit the checkpoint. Okay. I think it remembers the bonus, so I think that should still be good. But yeah, because it's that risk, like, oh, if you discount the software, then people are going to wait for that discount, and then you're going to sell less profit because people are just going to buy a cheaper amount for the product versus the original, amount that they find is the best true value, because you got to respect that value. But then again, that can also lead to a lot of software units not being sold. And there's also the argument too that a lot of things has shifted to digital, so it's like where they don't have to worry too much about shipping or paying for cartridges. Although I know from what I heard, the Switch game cards are a lot cheaper, with kind of like the advancement in technology and all that. But like compared to cartridges like with N64 and SNES, like that was a big deal back in the day. And that's why, like, oh, yay, Squawks. Wait, I want to get that bonus. So let me just... Oh, they locked me. The screen locked me. I was going to try to just helicopter down and get that, I like Squawks in this game. I know in the first game, they just made him a light holder. He just held a lamp. Here, you can spit out coconuts and fly you around. Yeah, then there's also the argument that, since a lot of sales of digitals, like, I don't know how many people buy. I'm sure a lot of people buy physical, but then there's also the issue, like, what's the point of physical? It just kind of like holds a digital code, and you just have to download the game anyway. So, shit. So it's like, why buy physical? Because the point of having physical is like you can always play it even if something goes up. Of course, like once you do the download and install, it should be good. And there's always those updates. Like all the quality of life updates that games always make, you see these days, but it's like if having a physical game doesn't mean much. Like if you kept it sealed and then like decades later, the game is just unusable because of the requirements of online. I know that saves space too, because they could probably just use the cheapest of game cards, and it's like, well, since the system's going to download most of the game data anyways, like, want to have the cheapest game card, then you can't use that as an excuse for why it costs more. But there's also like cost of development too. That's a big thing. That's one thing I'll admit is oh shit, I thought I couldn't rush that. Oh, but we got another DK barrel. Oh, that's right. You can spit stuff. Ah, I should have been using that. I could have killed these guys. You guys. Fuck you. Fuck you. But yeah, with like cost of living, cost of paying employees, cost of marketing, or that definitely factors in to budgets. Can I kill you? Yes, I can. Ha! So like, it's with the game pricing, like you can argue this and that, but like, oh, since most people buy digital, you don't, and things are cheaper. Games should be cheaper, but then development costs more. That's why I gotta play a lot of indie games too on the channel. I think just usually are pretty cheaper. And let's see. I'll just been because like with Steam sales or even like e-stores, like even the eShop on Switch, they discount stuff. So, oh, this is a sword boss. Now I remember. This one was kind of a scary one back in the day. Okay, you get hit by the first shot. That's part of the strat. Yeah, when you hit him, you gotta use the hooks to avoid it. And I'm probably gonna lose. Unless I make a comeback. I do have her beautiful spin. Oh yeah, he sinks down, but he does that crazy flying around. Okay. But there's a... Does that defeat him? Oh, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. He takes the fourth hit. I was like, I won the battle. No, I didn't. He just jumping that. Oh, shit, you don't know. I was like, fourth hit. Nope. Boom. I didn't have to do anything. Okay, now he's done. He has a fun little animation. Until I'm kind of tempted to get a setup for my stream to stream from my Nintendo Switch too. Because let's see, this one. Okay, it does tell you at the world thing, like if you got everything, so the exclamation point. So I don't have to go back there for completionist stuff. But I'm just gonna do this. I don't want these levels to go back for a bonus. Because one thing about like Nintendo Switch, this with my playing habits, is that I like the games I play are this like my own private like playtime. So there's games I probably don't want to play on stream, like that I'm playing through, like Super Mario Wonder and Brothership, because I feel like I don't want to like wait till I'm scheduled to stream. And it's like, I can always stream more if I wanted to or whatever. Or just play the game on my own time. Or if like on vacation, or I just depending. Damn guy! Hey, fuck that guy. An asshole. But then the virtual console is very tempting. So I think if I did hook up my Switch, I might just not the virtual NSO, same thing. But I probably would do more streams with that just because it's so convenient. And all that. Because when I was getting my Switch set up today, a little bit I did, but I did play Soul Calibur 2 because that's already on the GameCube NSO. Oh, that guy, he almost got me again. But I did play a little bit of Mario Kart World. I just did a Grand Prix, and that game's pretty cool. Like maybe that one I can stream. But I think I gotta get like a little capture card or something to get things like actually set up. Ooh. Oh shit! Okay. Not as smooth, but I did need that. Did I get a cannonball from the buddy? I think he made you walk backwards. Or did I miss? I did miss Rambi. Oh, I think there's a hand like does him do his thing. And you follow him. Oh. Oh. No, I think you kill him and he... You know what? I'm just gonna start over. I think you kill him and he drops the cannonball when he goes down. But I played a little bit of Mario Kart World, but... I'm also kind of worried about like if I were to hook up my Switch 2 and have that set up, you played anything more recent or trendy or stuff like that, there's so many streamers out there that it's kind of like so saturated. So it's like, if people gonna watch me play something, I know that could get more attention. Who knows? Oh, okay. He dropped the chest. And I fucked it up. Did not mean to throw it. That was on me. I will admit it. But we're just gonna move on. Yeah, that would be tempted to do more switch because with my other setup, I'm just kind of relying on magic, and also like when I'm on Steam or other PC stuff. Yeah, so who knows? Damn it! You know what? I'll get the bonus cannonball anyways. I can start over. This is kind of nice. I know it's not like as popular as one. Okay, that way I can save the DK barrel. Just follow him. Oh, never mind. I walked away in the chestnut spawn because I walked away just a little bit. So wasted everyone's time. Just throwing beetles. I know, I am, because I'm not. Oh, that's right, those barrels, they knock your bananas. But you can get your bananas back. Oh well. Damn it! Okay, maybe I'll try that cannonball one more time. And I admit, like, sometimes that has, my streaming habits have motivated to, the games I play, because, like, oh, I'm kind of, because I feel like not just, play the game on stream, just like, oh, it's for the stream, but also, like, it can build maybe a little bit more visibility with the game. Okay. Oh, now we did it. So if I play it on stream, then maybe more people might see it, especially if it's more of an indie stuff, so... Yep. But again, if I was had my Switch hookup, then that may lead to other opportunities or any things I can try. Because I was tempted like to do like shiny hunting with the Pokemon games, or even maybe give away some shinies that I have many duplicates of. I thought that'd be kind of fun to do on stream, but I would have to have my Switch hooked up and just like give away shinies. I do have Dixie Kong. Okay, you can't use the helicopter spin when she's shooting it out of a barrel like this. There we go. What's in this bonus? Okay, just finding a token. You just don't want to mess with the barrels. And there we go. And that's the other thing, like, well, I can, you know, work with getting the funds and stuff like that to get a setup and kind of learn how to, but I don't know, maybe I have to think about it. If there's more comments or more things, I would be more open to doing more games on Switch. So again, it's like for example, I really want to play the Donkey Kong game that comes. Oh, this guy! I don't think they used him at all either. But like, the Donkey Kong game, that's really fun and I could play it, but then again, a lot of big streamers are going to play that for sure. So, and I don't think I cultivated, much of anything. So I could play it, and there'd be like quiet streams that no one really paid attention to. There's some attention to the VODs. And I think this is somewhat kind of like a unique experience with this, is that I can like think out loud or trying to... It's like when you're being observed, you act differently, but also kind of like... It's sometimes a little cathartic, like just speaking out loud in a microphone as you play games, especially like if it's your first playthrough. If you're nostalgic like this time, and you're just doing whatever, but you can have like, oh, I remember this game differently, or I didn't remember this game being so frustrating, and all that. So it's gonna like just do whatever. Like, I would say I'm kind of glad I don't have to worry about being like a online content. I just loop around. Let me just follow the neaners. Unless, nope. Oh, I do follow those neaners pointing me this way. But like being a content creator or streamer where like, hey, this is indeed your bread and butter. Because I have a full-time job with benefits and all that, so I don't have to worry about like if stuff's not performing or anything like that, or if channels get nuked, heaven forbid. Like, it doesn't... It is something, like, I do have a YouTube partnership. After over 300, like, I think it's 370-something now, streams. Not a shit. Not a Twitch affiliate, so, don't have that going for me. But that would be nice, just because you kind of have that, like, just to be honest, that if that was an extra boost to income, that would be really nice. Again, I do get a little bit of AdSense, but it's like not really much. Again, being honest, like it barely pays like 2 car payments a year because I'm paying off my cars. So like the amount I get from YouTube, for a whole year, it's less than 2 car payments. And yeah, it's just like, I don't know, maybe like it's one of those things like you're planting seed. Shit. Seed that just kind of grows over time. Sometimes I know it's like some uploads, I think usually the Let's Play style uploads I put on YouTube perform a little bit better, and I'm not sure if that's why. I don't know if you could name things different. I just want to be more, I guess more straightforward, or just like, hey, this is what to expect. Like, this is a playthrough, this is from streams. A lot of stuff like, oh, let's try out this game demo, or game, or whatever. So I think trying to be a little bit more authentic or clear. I think also I get that kind of mentality of like, especially with the streams, because a lot of them are playthroughs and they are broken down into parts. Like having a name like that, so it's kind of clear, like especially if you visit the playlist, like, oh, this is the beginning, like this is the end, this is how long the playthrough is. If especially people who are looking back. I remember the porcupine characters. You kind of hate it when some channels like deviate from that, and like if they play a game, it's like some wacky name, and there's no like episode number or part number or stuff like that. So if it's a big playthrough, you don't know where you're at. I think they make playlists too, and you can kind of organize that way, but sometimes they don't. It's like, unless you're like a dedicated subscriber and stuff like that, and know the channel and the playthroughs and stuff like that. But you can get a little, I think it's just maybe a little nitpicky and OCD, maybe a little bit. I think that's going to call for a stream. I feel like that's a good safe spot, so let's get things ended and all that, just to make sure everything's in order. So I'm gonna close down the game, and there we go. So I'd say like, the best way to support me in the channel is to like, comment, and subscribe, especially on YouTube. Let me know what games I check it and play. There's so much playlist and organized stuff. That's one thing, like, even though this YouTube isn't much, I do like having things organized and clear and stuff like that. And of course, like showcasing games, so I appreciate checking that out. But, man, y'all take care and have a good rest of your night. Bye.